Alex Hanser here, October 23rd, 2015. There is an ancient Chinese parable known as good luck, bad luck. There's different variations. There's different translations. In light of all that is taking place, I feel it's time to share the story again. And this is a theme relating to neutrality, not placing immediate judgment on a situation or an experience. I personally think a lot of things that happen to us are happening for a reason, and some things that may seem negative at first are really there for our own soul's evolution. We may be going through something to learn something. We may have a difficult time in one part of the country because we're meant to be somewhere else. Same thing could be said about occupations. Same thing could be said about marriages or relationships. Some relationships are not the best relationships to be involved in. Some relationships are abusive. Sometimes those abusive relationships are not necessarily romantic. Sometimes they're in the workplace, especially in today's slavery-obsessed day and age. So things happen for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an old story that comes out of China, and I share it with you now. There is a Chinese story of a farmer who used an old horse in his fields. One day the horse escaped into the hills, and when the farmer's neighbors sympathized with the old man over his bad luck, saying, "Oh, what bad luck you have, this is horrible," the farmer replied, mindfully, "Bad luck, good luck, who knows?" Not something you would typically see from someone who's experienced a tragedy. A week later, the horse returned with a herd of other horses from the hills, and the neighbors now congratulated the farmer on his good luck. His reply was still equanimous and neutral. Good luck, bad luck, who knows? Then when the farmer's son was attempting to tame one of the wild horses, he fell off its back and broke his leg. And again, here come the villagers with their perspective. Oh, what horrible luck. Not the farmer, who wasn't on board the automatic reaction. He simply replied, "Bad luck, good luck, who knows?" Some weeks later, the army marched into town and drafted every able-bodied youth they found. I don't know, maybe some of you would like that. Draft me, draft me. But, for the sake of common sense, not typically seen as good luck when they come in and basically command that your children join the army. But for the case of the farmer's son with his broken leg, they let him off. Now, was that good luck or bad luck? Everything that seems on the surface to be bad luck may be good luck in disguise. This translation of this old story concludes. And everything that seems fortunate may not be as it seems. And this is a really deep subject, and we could talk about this for hours, but I don't feel that it's necessary. There's different translations of this type in good luck, bad luck. But again, this horse comes in, and everything keeps changing. So the view of the villagers keeps changing, while the farmer maintains a balanced, equanimous, middle way outlook. Now we can look at our own lives and see how some relationships that weren't meant to work out, or certain places on the planet where we were residing, or certain projects, maybe certain aspects of ourselves and what we were involved in our own little projects. And I think that ultimately we're here on the planet to evolve, and so we could try to force certain things to work out a certain way. If we're meant to be on another path over here, expressing our true talents and abilities and gifts, knowledge and insight, who we really are, if that's our destiny, then certain things are going to happen in this matrix to push us over here. Now, some people may think that being able to be super indulgent, very wealthy, materialism, having lots of drugs, having lots of women, having lots of praise, having lots of popularity, or in some cases having lots of men, whatever the case may be. You know, this is an all-you-can-eat buffet here down on materialistic plane of reality, Earth. So some people may think it's good luck to have it all, but many people neglect their own spiritual growth when they're in a state of gluttony and sloth and lust and all these things, so they don't grow. And they end up with depression and, in some cases, severe psychological disorders and sometimes other issues, like health issues, like obesity. Obesity seems to be a big problem in this country, especially with some people that just, you know, they have more than what their body actually needs. So they actually become very unhappy. I think we're actually seeing this in the local community as well, with the politics of off-the-grid living and the classism and the racism. So it's important for people to understand that sometimes things happen in our world to make us stronger people. What's happening in Costilla County is meant to make the residents that are going to be here long-term stronger, because I think there's going to be later threats down the line and challenges. And the people of San Luis and the people of the Prairie may need to come together. So we're dealing with these birth pains, growing pains, because this is a growing community. Now that's just one example of many, but I will leave also one more. If there's a disaster coming to a certain area, and for whatever reason, despite your potential lack of spiritual beliefs, I think that sometimes someone can be rescued from a situation. Miracles can happen. So things can happen to cause someone to leave one area, and it may be a bad situation. It could be something extreme as, you know, like a major disaster or natural disaster, or economic collapse, or their home on fire, heaven forbid, or a death in the family. And something else could be waiting for them on the other side. But until they get to the other side and cross that bridge, so to speak, even if it's something that is bad at the moment in their perspective that triggers that, if that's what's needed to get them over the bridge, then that's exactly what's needed. When I found this place, it wasn't in a state of financial abundance in 2012, late 2012, during the winter. It was out of a sincere prayer to the Creator and the Great Spirit for a place of peace that was right for me. Of all the places in America, I asked for a place that was right for me. And so I've been going through growing pains to get to that point of actually getting my own property, having my own home. But to get to that point, it's like I've got to cross these hurdles and whatnot. And some of the things that may seem to be negative that we're dealing with in Costilla County are actually things that are going to help us out in the end, make us stronger, connect us with other people in the community. In the end, this threat from Costilla County has actually resulted in the community becoming stronger. So thus, it's resulting in a positive. And the more they attack us, the more attention it's bringing on Costilla County. And in the end, we're actually going to possibly be dealing with a much larger off-the-grid community of people of like minds, not of the violent militia type, but of the self-sufficient, peaceful, philosophical, I won't mess with you, you don't mess with me, how can we barter and trade and work together type of reality. And so in the end, through this negative with the current in Costilla County, excuse the secret society French, but a dawn of a new day may be a-coming. I'm Alex Hansery, signing off for October 23rd, 2015. Good luck, bad luck, who knows? Click the link below to check out this ancient parable from ancient China for yourself.